Learning Power, Georgia Power STEM program, partners with educators to get students focused on the fascinating science of energy. Imagine you and your students taking a field trip together without ever leaving your classroom. Our education coordinator will deliver one of 13 interactive, engaging lessons, each designed for a specific grade level from pre-K through high school. All the lessons align with the Georgia Standards of Excellence and include fun, hands-on activities. As part of the lesson, students will also learn about career opportunities in energy. Learning Power lessons are created to fit your standard class length. One less lesson for you to plan. And the best part? It's free. All you have to do is contact your Learning Power coordinator to schedule a visit. We also have tons of great resources on our website to help you curate your own energy-related lessons. Let us help you empower your students with the healthy habits of energy efficiency.
At Forsyth Academy of Performing Arts, the stage is just the beginning. At FAPA, kids discover confidence, creativity, and the courage to be themselves. On and off stage, students learn teamwork, build friendships, and find their voice. Whether they're stepping into the spotlight for the very first time or passionate about a future on stage, FAPA is where young artists learn just how brightly they can shine.
Some places prepare you for a job. Others prepare you for a test. Well, what if the university prepared you for what's next? At UNG, we don't just ask students to learn. We ask them to become, to grow into the leaders our world needs. Here, the classroom has no wall. Our campus is open into communities. Our purpose reaches beyond diplomas. Since 1873, the University of North Georgia has prepared generations of civic, professional, and military leaders, building a legacy of service, grit, and impact. With 5 campuses across North Georgia, we're not just one university. We're a network of opportunity, a catalyst for change. UNG is built for the first generation dream, the service-minded leader, the student who belongs here, even if no one told them they could. We're shaping the core of the future, fueling innovation, delivering leaders for national security. This is where bold ideas become moonshots. We know that what comes next isn't always clear, but here you'll find your way, your voice, your purpose. Because at UNG, we don't just prepare you for what comes next, we help you shape it. UNG, built for this moment and the next.
At Georgia United Credit Union, you plus us means we. It means a financial institution focused in our community and a place where anyone can join in the areas that we serve after an easy online application. You plus us. Let's do better together.
Northside Hospital Orthopedics is here to keep you moving. With elite orthopedic, sports medicine, and joint care locations across the state, we'll be by your side. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving.
Hello again, friends. Hello, and welcome back. Hope everybody's enjoying a great lunch. Okay, if you haven't figured out by now, the theme this year is about how Forsyth County schools are unlike any other, are incomparable to any others. That really was a mistake. Wasn't a joke. This begins with leadership. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize our school system leaders who are masters in their own right. They create the culture and conditions for our students and staff to thrive and to become champions. So let me start today by introducing to you our Board of Education, a group incomparable to any other in oh so many ways. Let's give a warm welcome to our chairman, Mike Valdez. From District 2, Ms. Tricia Hoyes. Representing District 3, Dorian Usherwood. From District 4, Chris Grimes. And I'm going off script because I want to give a special thank you to our vice chairperson who, after 8 years of serving this community on our board through some of the most tumultuous times that our community and our nation has seen, this board member has been just a rock solid star of our board. I was a new principal about the time that he came on, and he was great to me as a principal. And then when I became superintendent, he's been a good mentor and coach to me, and he's leaving a great legacy behind. The work he's done with our homeless youth is probably one of the highlights. He's also been a driving force behind us, making sure that we put into play those life skills that we need after school. And so later this year, you're going to see a new and improved version of our learner profile. And he had a big part in driving this work. So let's give it up for our soon to be retired board member, Mr. Wes McCall. Next, I want to recognize the leaders who work tirelessly behind the scenes, and these are the folks of the central office. So would all of our district leaders out there please stand up, take a bow. We did not put you in the back corner this year, so you're scattered among out there, so please stand up for your district office leader. I also want to take a moment to highlight the men and women who really make things happen at the local level. They serve as the mayors of their communities and the instructional leaders for their schools. These folks are truly the masters of their own domains. Just waiting for any Seinfeld fans to kick in there. Okay, it's okay to laugh. Would all of our principals please stand and be recognized? We are truly a community incomparable to any other, and I want to thank all of our community partners as well as today's sponsors. We sincerely appreciate the countless opportunities you provide our students and staff, which allow us to create an unparalleled educational experience for all to succeed. So if you are a partner incomparable to any other, would you please stand and let us recognize you? The Partner Connect program is designed to help our businesses connect with our schools. The Forsyth County Schools Partner Connect creates strategic partnerships that support ongoing learning throughout a student's life. There's more detailed information about our partnership program in your programs today. Well, how many times can you say program in a sentence? An extension of our Partner Connect program is the Forsyth County Schools Education Foundation. If you're a member of the Education Foundation Governing Board or a foundation sponsor, would you please stand at this time so we can thank you? To date, the Forsyth County Schools Education Foundation, along with the efforts of our friends Peggy and the late Dr. Jim Morrow, have raised over $800,000. Thank you, guys. They're here today providing you an opportunity to adopt one of our ducks. The annual Duck Dive fundraiser provides school grants, student and staff scholarships, and assistance to families in need. So with the adoption of a $10 duck, you have a chance to win $10,000 while at the same time helping our students and staff and our families most in need. So if you would, at this time, pull out your phone, scan the QR code in your program in front of you, and consider supporting the Duck Dive for Education. Hannah, it doesn't say in the prompter how long I'm supposed to wait, so I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds. If we get that on your phone, you can save it and put the money in later, but that's probably not a good sales tactic, but we got to keep the show going. So while you're digging in there to give us some money for the Ed Foundation, let's go ahead and highlight another group incomparable to any other, and that's our parent and guardian leaders who serve on local school councils, our PTAs, and our PTOs. I know that our staffs, our school staffs in particular, would agree with me that we are all very grateful for your support and engagement. So if you are a parent guardian leader, please stand and let us recognize you. Parents and guardians. We are excited to have Forsyth County Schools employees gathered with us today from our 42 schools and 7 support facilities. Throughout the year at our board meetings, we recognize unsung heroes among those employees, the ones who work hard to make our schools and buses safer, cleaner, our families to feel more welcome. They just do a tremendous job. And so we want to honor our 25-26 Employee of the Month winners. So if you are a winner of Employee of the Month throughout this school year, please stand and let us give you a shout out. Finally, I want to say something about the educators we are here to honor today. These are the public school classroom teachers who do it all for our kids. Our teachers create safe environments for students to feel welcome and encouraged. Their classrooms are all too often the safest places in many of their students' lives. They teach our kids to read, to write, to problem solve, to communicate. Our teachers are often the great agents of assimilation who are helping students and families to acquire the English language and better understand the American culture and the importance that we place on being well-rounded individuals who strive to work together. Our teachers are asked to provide a launch pad for each of our students to pursue their American dreams. On top of doing all that, they have a superintendent who constantly challenges them to fight complacency. As I shared with many in this audience at the start of this school year, we as a community and as a school system must be vigilant and not allowing our successes to paralyze our progress. This group of teachers we have here today has joined us throughout the year during advisory sessions, learning more about our community, more about our district, and about the various forms of leadership. Each one of them is a leader and are partners with us in the war on complacency. And I am super, super proud to be associated with each one of the 42 that we have here today. With that, let's celebrate the best of the best in public school education as we honor Forsyth County's Teachers of the Year. And so at this time, I'd like to bring my friend Alex Warner, President and CEO of the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce, to share a few remarks. Alex.
Thank you, Dr. Young. I don't know about you. I'm a little impressed with what our staff was able to put together. Today is an outstanding event, but these jackets, I feel like we've jinxed ourselves and we're never going to actually win Augusta. I personally was only 30 strokes away from being competitive. So, well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Warner, and I'm the president and CEO of the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce. Like the tradition at the Masters tournament, success isn't defined by a single swing, but by consistent effort, careful preparation, and a sustained commitment to excellence. At the Forsyth County Chamber, we bring that dedication to our work by fostering economic growth, supporting local businesses, and strengthening our community through meaningful connection and forward-thinking initiatives. Guided by our core values of free enterprise, collaboration, respect, excellence, stewardship, and innovation, we aim to create prosperity by empowering businesses, developing talent, and driving economic success for everyone who lives and works in Forsyth County. Our celebration today is about partnership. In Forsyth County, our business community and our schools move forward together. Last year, the Chamber was proud to stand side by side with Forsyth County schools in supporting the passage of East Blast, helping ensure our students and teachers have the facilities, technology, and safe learning environments needed to keep our community performing at a championship level. Just like a great round at the Masters tournament, success depends on having the right clubs in the bag. While East Blast dollars cannot be used for salaries and day-to-day operations, they help to provide classrooms, instructional technology, and safety improvements that allow our educators to guide students down the fairway of opportunity and prepare the next generation of leaders right here in Forsyth County. Additionally, today we celebrate the incredible accomplishments of our school system, achievements made possible by the dedication of educators, school partners, and engaged community members here with us. If this were a tournament leaderboard, I think it's safe to say Forsyth County schools would be sitting at the top. This year, Forsyth County schools led the way in academic excellence, earning the highest graduation rate of 97%, highest SAT score and ACT scores among metro Atlanta counties and the 12 largest districts in Georgia. Additionally, the district was recognized as one of America's best large employers by Forbes, a prestigious national ranking that highlights organizations fostering exceptional workplace environments for a third year in a row. These achievements reflect the dedication of our educators, staff, and community in making Forsyth County schools a top place to work and to learn. The Forsyth County Chamber remains committed to workforce development as a top priority. In partnership with Forsyth County Schools, our Director of Workforce Development is actively strengthening collaborations to enhance educational and career pathways, ensuring a skilled and prepared workforce for the future. Our Director of Workforce Development plays a crucial role in addressing labor availability and quality in our community. Amber Gaddis has built an outstanding program designed to help Forsyth County businesses connect to top-tier talent. I encourage you all to take a moment to meet Amber today. I believe she's standing in the back. And introduce yourself to her so she can support you and your business. Absolutely. The Chamber believes that collaboration is key to economic success, especially when it comes to building strong partnerships, particularly within our schools. By fostering connections between business and education, we uphold our commitment to excellence and to stewardship, ensuring that Forsyth County cultivates a skilled workforce, fuels innovation, and creates new opportunities. These efforts not only strengthen our local economy, but also lay the foundation for long-term free enterprise and sustainable growth. Just as the Masters celebrates on the course, today we recognize the businesses that demonstrate excellence in our community. Our sponsors play a vital role in supporting education and helping make this celebration possible. Please join me in thanking today's sponsors. Our title sponsor is Northside Hospital Forsyth. Our platinum sponsor is Georgia United Credit Union. Today's car that will be awarded to our district-wide Teacher of the Year is provided by our automotive sponsor, Andine Chevrolet. Our award sponsor is the University of North Georgia. Absolutely. And the delicious lunch that you are enjoying is compliments of our luncheon sponsor, Georgia Power. The program at your seat was provided by Brandywine Printing. Our table sponsor is Confident. Our signature drink sponsor is North Georgia Vein and Aesthetics. The sweet dessert sponsor is Forsyth Academy of Performing Arts. And our supporting sponsors include Central EMS, River Valley Ingredients, BRPH, Croft, iSpring Water Systems, MDSI, and Forsyth County News. Please join me in thanking them. I would also like to thank the businesses and organizations who donated the gifts for our Teachers of the Year, who are listed in the program. We are grateful for the community leaders that have joined us today. In addition to the Board of Education, we are joined by Forsyth County Commission Chair Alfred John, Commissioners Mindy Moore, Todd Levent, Laura Simonson, and Carrie Hill. We're also joined, we can absolutely give our commissioners a round of applause. Also joined by our Sheriff Ron Freeman, who deserves a separate round of applause. Our title sponsor today is Northside Hospital Forsyth, a true champion of our community. For more than 20 years, Northside has set the standard, shaping expectations and outcomes, not just within the hospital walls, but across Forsyth County. Their top-notch care extends far beyond healthcare, reaching into our schools and touching the lives of every resident. Much like the legends at the Masters, Northside Hospital Forsyth leads by example. When our community is recognized nationally for incoming investment, the highest education levels in the state, and being among the most prosperous counties in the country, we are experiencing the Northside level of care. They are the standard bearers, not just for world-class healthcare, but for the quality of life that makes Forsyth County exceptional. It is my pleasure to introduce Lynn Jackson, Chief Executive Officer of Northside Hospital Forsyth, for sponsor remarks.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. You know, every great community like ours has certain things you can see. Great parks, thriving businesses, beautiful neighborhoods. But perhaps the most important thing in a community is something that you can't always see. It's those moments when a child realizes that someone believes in them. That moment often happens as in a classroom, which kind of to me raises a very powerful question. What would a community look like if every child had a champion in their corner? Here in Forsyth County, that just might be the case. And that's exactly why we're gathered here today, to celebrate something that deserves far more recognition than it often receives: the extraordinary work of teachers. But we're also here to recognize the many people who stand alongside them: the business partners, mentors, parent volunteers, and community supporters who give generously of their time and talents. You all create a cushion of kindness that helps our schools thrive and supports the important work happening in classrooms every single day. To all of our honorees today and everyone who was nominated by their schools, thank you. Your dedication is seen, valued, and deeply appreciated. As the CEO of your community hospital, and on behalf of our entire Northside Hospital family, it's truly an honor to be the presenting sponsor of this celebration. Supporting this event for more than 20 years has been one of the easiest decisions our organization makes every year, because investing in our teachers is really investing in the future of health of our entire community. Now I work in a hospital, and people often assume that hospitals are about buildings and equipment and technology. And while those are important, the truth is healthcare is about people. The doctors, the nurses, therapists, technicians, volunteers, and countless others who care for our neighbors every single day. And if you trace every one of those people back to where their journey began, you'll almost always find a teacher. a teacher who encouraged them, a teacher who challenged them, a teacher who once said, "You're capable of more than you think." In that way, teachers shape the people who go on to shape everything else. Some of our nurses will tell you that a teacher first showed them what compassion and service truly looks like. Some of our physicians will say the moment they fell in love with science was because a teacher made the human body feel like the most fascinating thing in the world. As for me, I learned about the human body from the Encyclopedia Britannica. That was basically like the Google of my generation. And in this one particular volume, there was this fold-out paper doll style illustration of the human body with all the organs and parts kind of layered together. And I mean all the parts. Naturally, as a curious student, I felt it was my academic duty to study these diagrams very carefully. And especially, I did it repeatedly, I found particularly intriguing the pop-up feature of one of those genders. I'm convinced that all that research really paid off, though, because I made A's in anatomy and physiology in school. And eventually I became a nurse, which is a career I truly love, really. But working in healthcare, I've kind of realized something really important. We share something very special in common with educators. It's the quiet, everyday commitment to showing up for people. Although I do think that teachers may be the only profession who can explain algebra and resolve conflict, inspire creativity, and manage a whole room full of energetic students, and still have somebody ask them at the end of the day, "So, what'd you do today?" And I suspect most teachers don't respond by saying, "Oh, not much, just shaping young minds during some of the most formative years of their lives." But honestly, maybe you should, because the work you do matters more than most people can really fully appreciate in the moment. Teachers often have to stay motivated even when the results of their work sometimes takes years to fully appear. But every now and then we get a glimpse of the impact. For example, just this past year, Forsyth County students achieved the highest ACT scores in the entire state of Georgia. That kind of accomplishment doesn't happen by accident. It happens because our school board serves as a responsible steward of public trust, always puts the interest of the student first. It happens because our superintendent, Mitch Young, provides strong financial, operational, and academic leadership. And perhaps most importantly, it happens because our teachers are such dedicated professionals who challenge students, encourage them, and help them discover what they're capable of becoming. A student grows up and becomes a teacher themselves, or a small business owner, a public servant, a nurse, a parent, a community leader. And somewhere along the way, they remember the teacher who believed in them. Today, we're celebrating those teachers, the ones who ignite curiosity, they encourage perseverance, and remind students that the future is bigger than they can ever imagine. Before I close, I want to share a quick story. One of the physicians at our hospital told me recently why he chose medicine. It's a little different than my reason, but okay. When he was in high school, he struggled with science. In fact, he really didn't think college, much less medical school, was really in his future. But one teacher saw something in him. She stayed after school to help him. She encouraged him when he was frustrated. And one day she said something he never forgot. She told him, "You may not see it yet, but you're capable of doing something important in this world." Fast forward 20 years, that same student is now a physician who's delivered thousands of babies, helped countless families through some of the most meaningful moments of their lives. A few years ago, he ran into that teacher again, and he thanked her and told her how much she changed the direction of his entire life. She smiled and said something that probably sounds very familiar to every educator in this room. She said, "I was just doing my job." But of course, we all know it's much, much more to that. So today, to every teacher in this room, every teacher represented here, please know this: the encouragement that you give today, the patience that you show tomorrow, and the belief that you place in every student who may not believe in themselves yet, those moments ripple forward in ways you may not ever fully see. They become nurses who care for us, the leaders who are guiding our community, the innovators who are solving tomorrow's problems, and of course, the parents who raise the next generation. But let's not forget, the future of this community is sitting in our classrooms today. And the people shaping that future are sitting in this room right now. Think about that. So on behalf of Northside Hospital and the community we're honored to serve, thank you for what you do. Thank you for who you are. And thank you for shaping the future one student at a time. I want to say congratulations to all of today's honorees. And if you would, as an audience, please join me in giving every single educator in this room a standing ovation that they truly deserve.
March Madness is upon us. And, as it's upon us, I think every year, this time of year, I think about the late Jim Valvano, and he's probably more famous for the speech he gave at the ESPYs than he maybe was as a coach. And every time Lynn Jackson speaks, I think of Jimmy V. You make us laugh, you make us cry, and you make us think, Lynn. Lynn Jackson, everybody. So we're honored to have many dedicated community partners working with our schools. Our first Partner Connect Award is the Mentor of the Year. So I would like to invite to the stage our new friend at Georgia Power, Andrea Sieber.
Good afternoon. Hope y'all are doing well today. So we are truly humbled to be part of this celebration today and be a partner in the community. At Georgia Power, we believe education builds strong communities and a strong future. Last year alone, we invested $8.4 million in education through school partnerships, educator support, excuse me. Okay, I'm not used to all, I have a lot going on here. I'm like, I've never done one of these before. So if I get dizzy and faint, y'all excuse me. So, okay, through school partnerships, educator support, and employee-led mentoring. I like the old-fashioned notes here instead. We're proud to stand alongside Forsyth County Schools in recognizing those who make a lasting difference for students. Forsyth County Schools is fortunate to have more than 470 outstanding mentors serving students across its schools. This year's honoree has used his own life story to build meaningful connections with students. Shane gives of his time selflessly, meeting with students weekly, and always putting their needs first, even when it requires personal sacrifice. He goes above and beyond for his mentees, genuinely cares about each student, and works hard to build positive, lasting relationships. The counselor who nominated him shared, if Shane had not been part of their lives when he entered, there's no telling where these young men would be today. Please join me in congratulating Shane Williams, the 2026 Mentor of the Year. I thought I scared Shane already.
Please welcome at this time Melissa Gabriel from Georgia United Credit Union to present our next Partner Connect Award, Friend of the School.
Hello, good afternoon. My notes are up here. So sorry. Okay. Of course, it is my honor to be with you guys here in Forsyth County, and I get to work as Business Development Officer with Georgia United Credit Union. And Georgia United Credit Union was born when 7 educators came together with a vision of people helping people. And today that vision is alive more than ever, with our educators being top of mind with every solution and service we offer. Now on to our award, a friend of the school. That is a partner that is involved in a specific event, activity, or project. A friend of the school can be a variety of partner entities, from a family to a nonprofit organization to a worldwide business. This year's winner brings Beat of Life program, a Nashville-based nonprofit whose mission is to bring therapeutic songwriting and music programs to vulnerable and marginalized populations to Forsyth County. For the past 3 years, this couple has provided the experience to students at East Forsyth High School to learn about neuromusicology, how to write songs with top professional songwriters, and then perform their transformed stories into anthems of hope for their peers and community while covering the cost for the program. Please join me in congratulating Jennifer and Mike Wood, the 2026 Friend of the School.
At this time, please welcome Dr. Mike Shannon from the University of North Georgia to present our Partner Connect Award for the Volunteer of the Year. Dr. Shannon, oh, there he is. Mr. President, sir.
Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Mitch. Thanks, Alex. It is a privilege for the University of North Georgia to be a part of the Forsyth County community, and we're honored to be here today. And to all of our educators in the room, thank you for what you do. The world needs leaders now more than ever, and leadership starts in your classrooms. So on behalf of our nearly 20,300 students, thank you for what you do, because we get them on the tail end. And they are fantastic people. So thank you so much. So today we are honored to recognize volunteers, the hundreds of individuals who volunteer daily in a Forsyth County school are essential partners. Today we are privileged to honor one of these very special volunteers. This volunteer is a vital part of the high school career and technical education programs through his consistent and dedicated involvement. Over the past several weeks and for many years, you can find him at all 8 high schools giving his time and meaningful real-world feedback that helps students build confidence, professionalism, and clarity around their future goals at mock interviews. He is always willing to provide guidance to career pathways. He serves on advisory boards and has been instrumental in expanding opportunities for dual enrollment, and consistently encourages and invests in the success of others with a selfless commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in congratulating Dr. Ken Crow, the 2026 Volunteer of the Year.
All right, at this time, please welcome to the stage Miss Amy Fisher, and welcome back to the stage Lynn Valvano Jackson as they present the Program of the Year Awards.
Okay. Thank you, Mitch. The Program of the Year is going to recognize two partners this year that participate in the two-way ongoing relationship that requires a high level of commitment by the business or community partner. They participate in key areas of partnership success, such as student support success. They enhance staff morale, bridge resource gaps, and build real-world connections, and they foster community engagement. I'm excited today to get to recognize two of the programs, but we're going to start with the first one. The first recipient has been a part of this community since Forsyth County was incorporated. They provided snacks and backpacks of supplies for countless amounts of students over the years. This past academic year, though, they elevated their partnership with Midway Elementary School by constructing not one, but two outdoor classroom spaces. This dedicated reading garden and comprehensive science outdoor classroom and their investment in this partnership has truly changed the landscape of Midway's students' education. Please join me in congratulating Midway United Methodist Church as one of the 2026 Program of the Year Award winners.
Today's other Program of the Year winner is Instrumental at Vickery Creek Elementary School in the West Cluster. They build items to be used by students and families annually at Westfest and are currently working on constructing the VCE Habit Garden. This business is always willing to show up and fill a need and volunteer in the schools on a regular basis. Please join me in saluting Rocky Brook Construction as 2026 Program of the Year.
Congratulations and thank you to all the award winners. What an amazing group of partners. All right, at this time, would the teachers of the year please proceed to the front of the room and line up for the awards presentation? Okay, while they're lining up, let me bring up here our chairman of the Forsyth County Chamber, Mr. Chris Braun. Chris, there he is. Come on up. Chris Braun, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Young. My name is Chris Braun, and I am the 2026 chairman of the Forsyth County Chamber. As Alex Warner previously mentioned, the Chamber helps businesses to thrive, and we also encourage them to form partnerships with the school district. The Don Hendricks Partnership Award is awarded to the partner who best exemplifies this mission of the program and demonstrates loyalty to the school district and the community. It is the highest honor that a partner can receive. It is my pleasure to introduce Barbara Hendricks, Suzanne Saunders, and Addison Austin to award the 2026 Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
This award was established in 2002 after the passing of my dad, a longtime member of the Board of Education. Dad lived a life of service to the community, and like those we are honoring here today, he believed in Forsyth County Schools and its quest for a safe, connected, and thriving community for all. This year's recipient has been serving this community since they originally launched almost 25 years ago, meeting in a school cafeteria and immediately getting plugged into the community. They're gracious hosts to all, as their facility has held numerous meetings, commencement ceremonies, and community service days for Forsyth County staff and students. Annually, their congregation has collected and donated innumerable snacks, school supplies, and backpacks for students. In recent years, they've worked directly with Cumming and Chattahoochee Elementary School during the holiday season to foster connection among families in the community through an outreach event filled with joy, food, and gingerbread houses. They also host monthly serve days for their faith community to support the school system needs and projects at individual schools. This partner is dedicated to serving and spreading love throughout our schools and our community. The impact they have made on Forsyth County schools is lasting, and for their efforts, we recognize Local Church as the 2026 recipient of the Don Hendricks Partnership Award.
Okay, at this time, I have the honor and pleasure of introducing our current Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, Mickey Cawson. Mickey is a wonderful teaching as profession pathway teacher at South Forsyth High School, and she is preparing the next generation of teachers in her classroom each and every day. Mickey, thank you for serving as our 2025 Teacher of the Year. You did it. Where are you, Mickey? Come on, you did it fabulously. Incomparable, Mickey.
Okay, goodness, I think I'm more nervous this year than I was last year. Okay, on behalf of our teachers and school district, I would like to thank the event sponsors and those listed in the program for their generous contributions to our teacher gifts. I also want to recognize Andine Chevrolet, who provides the district's Teacher of the Year with a new car. I have loved my Chevy Trax. Teachers, when I call your name, please come to the stage and be recognized and receive your award. After your name is called, you receive your award. Please cross the stage and come down the opposite side that you came up. Then line up in front of the stage for a group photo at the end. Please hold your applause until I call all names. Before we start, let's just congratulate all of our excellent teachers for the 2025-2026 year. Okay, good. All right, Big Creek Elementary, Janelle Crocker. Brandywine Elementary, Lisa Rodriguez. Brookwood Elementary, Melissa Miller. Chattahoochee Elementary, Haley Padilla. Chastity Elementary, Holly Molinex. Cole Mountain Elementary, Michelle Hilger. Cumming Elementary, Sherry Lopez. Dave's Creek Elementary, Colleen Turiniak. Hawk Creek Elementary, Terry Barrio. Johns Creek Elementary, Kelly Shadburn. Kelly Mill Elementary, Amanda Hausman. Mashburn Elementary, Sandy Lippy. Matt Elementary, Michaela Tillery. Midway Elementary, Amy Thomas. New Hope Elementary, Mary Ulrich. Pools Mill Elementary, Lindsay Herrick. Sawney Elementary, Kimberly Hahn. Settlesbridge Elementary, Kelly Aiken. Sharon Elementary, Jessica Nardecchia. Shiloh Point Elementary, Shannon Blair. Silver City Elementary, Jessica Rogers. Vickery Creek Elementary, Andrea Harris. Whitlow Elementary, Anna McLean. DeSanta Middle, Stacy Doctor. Hendricks Middle, Katie Dial. Lakeside Middle, Darren Hintz. Liberty Middle, Elizabeth Ralston. Little Mill Middle, Alex Yaden. North Forsyth Middle, Crystal O'Shields. Otwell Middle, Brittany Cantwell. Piney Grove Middle, Vince Wynn. Riverwatch Middle, Amy Miller. South Forsyth Middle, Michelle Renault. Vickery Creek Middle, Patrick Doyle. Alliance Academy for Innovation, Tiffany Akins. Denmark High, Dawn Brown. East Forsyth High, Christopher James. Forsyth Central High, Todd Patterson. Lambert High, Charlotte Wang. North Forsyth High, Heather Transu. South Forsyth High, Brad Freelow. West Forsyth High, Sarah Loftus. Please join me in a standing ovation for congratulating our 2025-26 Teachers of the Year. Now we will honor our 5 finalists by sharing a short video about each one and inviting them to this stage. Would the finalists please join me on stage when I call your name? You may return to your seats after receiving your award.
Recently, we were reading a play, and she completely reset the room to be able to reenact the way the play was supposed to be. She does a really good job of giving us the fuel that we need to be able to just really start our the fire within us to be able to excel in learning or excel with our speaking skills. She doesn't necessarily throw too much wood in the fire for us. She gives us exactly what we need to be able to excel and become the best students that we can be.
There is this beautiful thing that happens in her classroom where students can enter and they can check all their problems at the door, and they are just surrounded in a safe space. She does teach them literature, but she uses that literature to teach them lessons that they will carry on with them for life. They are going to be critical readers, thinkers, and writers for the rest of their lives because of her. But more importantly, I think she models for them that you can control an entire classroom without ever raising your voice. And then you can have compassion and empathy for others, and you can demonstrate emotional maturity, whatever age you are. And so I think that what she's doing for students is well beyond and transforms the classroom. She is leaving a legacy in the lives of children that will last an entire lifetime.
When I hit high school, I went through a really hard period where school was not my top priority. and life's challenges just became really overwhelming. And I remember a teacher really stepping in and making a difference in my life and working with me to get caught up on my grades. I just really knew what kind of teacher I wanted to be in that moment. I wanted to be the kind of teacher that would notice kids who were struggling and help them before they lost their academic footing. I wanted to make sure that they felt like my classroom was a warm and inviting place where they could bring everything that they were struggling with at home and know that they had my support. As far as why I continue teaching, every year I know that I have a whole new set of kids that I get to impact and prepare for the next stage of life and help them get through whatever challenges they're facing.
And that's Dawn Brown from Denmark High. Okay, Terry Barrio from Haw Creek Elementary.
My favorite thing about Miss Barrio's class is that we always like help each other. We even make our like own like scoreboard. Like she lets us have fun and she makes something fun for the kids.
I think of her as somebody who makes me feel safe around her. And if something's hard, she'll try her best to make it easier for us.
She's very loud sometimes. And when she's happy, you know that she's happy because she's really good at expressing herself. She is always making sure everyone is okay and feels safe. I like that she's always nice and always greeting us, and she's really good at teaching people. And if we ever have anything that we don't know, she'll always help us.
Terry Barrio is joy personified. She is the ultimate connector. I remember my first day as principal, she was one of those first people who came out and was just like really wanted to get to know me. And she does that for everyone. I mean, her kids, she knows her kids. She knows what they do outside of school. She's just a connector to people. Anything you need, Terry is happy to step in and do it. Any crazy idea you have, Terry's happy to help. She's all about advocating for kids and for them to be able to have experiences that are going to grow them as human beings. Her work with our drama program is incredible. I feel like we put on Broadway level productions every year, and it's totally due to the fact that the vision is so strong for what our students can do that there is no limit to what she's willing to expect of them. And it's incredible to watch them reach those absolute amazing production level readiness.
It is my goal that my students are safe in my classroom, because once you have that relationship with them and they trust you, then that's half the battle. And they can take risks for you, and they can go out on a limb for you, and they can try new things. And knowing that you have that relationship with them and that connection is vital for their growth.
Brittany Cantwell, Otwell Middle.
She just motivates us and brings us confidence that you can do it. She also supports us that you can do everything and you can be successful in your life.
There was a moment before like at access testing, me and my classmates were like so scared, we didn't know what to do, and she built our confidence and she really helped us. She was like, it's okay, you can do it. Like she was like, you got this, or she was like saying good stuff.
Dr. Cantwell is a relationships first type of teacher. She's an ESOL teacher. And as an ESOL teacher, she is empowered to provide our students not only with language acquisition, but also with a sense of confidence and a sense of understanding their voice in the academic setting. And she does an excellent job at creating an environment where our multilingual students can take risks without feeling any sort of sense of embarrassment, but with also building that confidence that translates to other academic classes. She goes above and beyond in the classroom and outside of the classroom. I've seen her work with students in the cafeteria during lunchtime on vocabulary and language acquisition. She understands kids. She meets them where they are. She provides them with what they need, and her students know that she cares about them.
For students to feel like they matter, you have to invest in them. Sometimes that doesn't look necessarily like investing in them academically. It invests in ways of knowing what's going on in their lives. So some of the students who might be going through a really tough time, knowing about that. And then that way they can feel like they have an adult in their corner, and then the academics come. When I got top 5 teacher of the year for the county, one of my students from my language acquisition class was walking by, and he kind of dodged his way through the adults and was like, "That's my teacher." And it was just that raw, authentic, like proud moment that it just really stands out to me. And it's like, that's why I do what I do, because I make kids feel proud that, I'm their teacher.
Kelly Aiken, Settlesbridge Elementary.
So Mrs. Aiken is a good teacher. She knows how to customize chairs. Like we have a bouncy chair. We can have like a tree pillow. We can have like stuff that you would normally not use for chairs. When like we don't know how to spell something, she like makes a sentence that helps us spell it. Like because big elephants can always understand small elephants. Yeah. She helps me when I don't understand stuff in math. She like draws running so I have help. And if we don't understand it, she lets us stay at the carpet and she helps us.
When you walk in the classroom, you're like, "Oh, I love that part of my classroom. I love it."
Miss Aiken.
Ms. Aiken, has it heard part of your classroom?
Walking into her classroom is like a warm hug. You just feel the energy in the room. The students are always really excited to tell you about what they're learning. They want to show you their work. She's so flexible, but also wants to be a rule follower. So I think she holds high expectations for herself.
I've always wanted to be an educator in some shape or form. Growing up, I was the oldest of many siblings. There are 8 of us. Being in education, though, it's something that I never want to leave. I want to do it over and over through all the stress, all the struggles. It makes me happy. Being able to see the kids grow every year, start my morning with their smiling faces coming into the school, and just to see them from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, how much I'm able to give them and just help them grow, teach them confidence, academic, emotional, all the things that I can reach them with. It's what brings me back every year.
And Andrea Harris from Vickery Creek Elementary.
Miss Harris is always saying like kind words, like you matter, you're gonna exceed. Like she's a really nice teacher. She's confident in herself, and she's very determined to do anything she undertakes.
When I walk into the classroom, my heart just feels warm, and I love how she greets you and always says, "Hi, Eloise, how was your day? How are you feeling today?" And she just always makes sure that she knows how you're feeling and make sure you're good.
Her excitement when her kiddos succeed, whenever we pop into her classroom to give her a student a reward or to recognize their greatness, her excitement for them is just contagious. It's contagious throughout her classroom. It's contagious throughout her students. I can't tell you the number of parents that request her as a teacher, even though we explain all the time that we don't take parent requests for teachers. She really is up there and carries herself and has a standard of excellence in her classroom that I don't see everywhere. So
I try to meet children where they are every day. I invest in them. I try to help them see themselves as contributors in the classroom and the type of children who strive for excellence in all that they undertake. My children know that I'll never give up on them. They know that no matter what it takes, I'll keep investing, I'll keep working with them until they grasp concepts. I hope that students carry a sense of confidence. I hope that they realize how amazing they are, that there's no one like them, and that they were created specifically for this special time. And I want them to see how much they're valued, and I want them to know how much they're loved. And I want them to realize that they have so much to contribute and offer to the world. Yeah.
Please join me in congratulating our 5 Teacher of the Year finalists. I would like to now introduce Mike Valdez, Chairman of the Board of Education, for the announcement of the 2026 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year.
Let's give it up for our finalists one more time. So my insurance company says I can't get new glasses until July, so I brought a large print script here so to not take any chances and get the name wrong or something like that. So bear with me. Good afternoon. It is truly an honor for me to introduce Forsyth County Schools 2026 Teacher of the Year. I'm now going to share an excerpt from our 2026 Teacher of the Year's application essay. I'm going to try to have fidelity on the script, but there's some things in here that are awesome. So here we go. My first grade teacher, Mrs. Frederick, embodied everything I believed teaching should be. What I learned from her shaped my goal to make my classroom a place of joy, where students feel comfortable and can develop as communicators, critical thinkers, and independent creators. The second and most profound influence was my father, a hardworking fisherman and alligator hunter from Louisiana. An alligator hunter, guys. Okay? Despite having to quit school at 12 to support his family, he instilled in me that education was vital to growth. He compared teaching to fishing. You teach kids the way I fish. You need patience and a little faith. Because of him, I became the first person in my immediate family to earn a degree. From Mrs. Frederick, I learned that joy shapes learning. From my father, I learned that patience and faith sustain it. Together, they gave me the foundation for the teacher that I am today. My greatest accomplishments stem from creating connections and fostering joy in learning. My goal is to make school a place where students feel safe, comfortable, and confident. Will you please join me in congratulating Terry Barlow from Hall Creek Elementary, the 2026 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year.
In the beginning of the year, I make it a point for the first few weeks to really set the ground rules and just have rapport with my students, just setting that foundation for safe space, setting a classroom of calmness and a space where they can chat with each other, try new things, but yet they know that it's a trusting environment.
So every morning I like going to school because she just makes me feel comforting. And she's just super nice and kind. She makes me feel amazing because she's just like herself, and that's why I love her.
When something's hard, she makes me feel like I matter when I have a problem and that everyone has something they're not good at.
That she's always helping people, greeting people, making everybody feel like they're at home, making people be like they're okay, and just make everybody happy. When something feels hard, my teacher helps me by she helps me look at it by a different way, and that helps me solve the question over. Not many teachers let us do this, but she lets us take our shoes off. And also sometimes, like if we did something, she'll sometimes scream our name across the hall, like if we did something good.
She'll break into song very randomly too.
I love it whenever we're in like a math lesson. She just breaks out in song. She can break into a song whenever.
Sometimes she makes up songs, and sometimes those are songs from movies.
She was here as a drama teacher, and then she moved to 4th grade. I was in 3rd grade, and when I found out she was on my team, I was jumping up with joy because of her personality. I see her as family. I see her as we're always checking in on each other, and we're always laughing and having a good time, but we're learning from each other, and she just brings so much.
There is no lesson that's going to just be, everyone, here's what I said, now you try it and let's move on. She makes connections of the work to the real world. So whatever they're working on in the classroom, she's got a story to tell you. She's going to be one of those teachers that they remember. You can see it in the morning. Kids go back to see her who have had her previously. Kids who've never had her as a teacher go to see her in the morning just because she's that connector and the storyteller. She makes it so easy to care about her and know her. I think that's what really makes her an incredible asset to our school and our community. I hope that she is the winner because our entire school is so invested in her winning. I know what Teacher of the Year looks like. I know what this ceremony looks like, and she doesn't. And just coming to that is going to be so amazing for her. But my goodness, if she could be the one, like I cannot describe what's going to happen in our school. When she was named the Teacher of the Year, her kids came in and brought her trophies. They made Teacher of the Year trophies that looked like little Oscars, and they postered her classroom, and treats were brought in from parents. And then when she made the top 5, they brought a big balloon that says 5. And so I cannot imagine what is going to happen in our school if Terry Barrio is named Teacher of the Year, but it is going to be parade worthy.
I let them tell me stories. We share a lot in the morning for Husky Huddle. It takes us about 10 minutes just to get through our shout outs for the day because they're telling me what they did on the weekend, or they're telling me about mom and dad, or they're telling me about brother, sister. I just feel like letting them know that their ideas are important as well, and that we take time for that daily is super important for them. I hope that they carry on the joy that we've had in our classroom, the safe space that we've had in our classroom, and knowing that I was there for them.
She's just a great teacher.
Well, I fully expect to be invited to the parade at Hall Creek. So I just want to go ahead and put that out there. Terry, will you share a few words? Congratulations.
Okay. Whoa, okay. All right. Wow. What an incredible honor. I never would have dreamed this would have been possible. Thank you, Dr. Young and district leadership for your tremendous support. Throughout this entire process of Teacher of the Year, I have felt truly seen And I hope to continue this leadership to all of our colleagues across the county and state. To Kelly, Dawn, Brittany, and Andrea, it has been an honor to get to know each of you this year. You are all phenomenal, and I'm lucky to have shared conversations and connections with you. Congratulations on your accomplishments. You all are fantastic. To my people at Hog Creek, I have no words to express how I feel about you. Ashley, Berkeley, Tracy, and Davis, thank you for your consistent and constant support always. To Helen and Melissa, for always having my back. I love every single one of you. To the third grade dream team, Chrissy, Sarah, Jean, Sherry, Jordan, Laura Lee, and Amy, thank you for your collaboration, your love, and your joy so that I can share joy with others. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. And as Chrissy Allison just said, she stole my line, we are family. To Leanne Kennedy, for giving me a chance to do what I love and providing an outlet for my passion for theater. It's just so awesome that my two worlds collided today. Not to mention that we can have a little fun and cause creativeness with a bunch of kiddos. I love you. June Tribble, you get to hear the speech. Thank you for taking a chance on me 10 years ago at Hog Creek Elementary School. That pink folder worked. You do work. To Chris, thank you for your love and support. I love you. Sydney, Ethan, and Reed, I love you three so much. And I'm so proud to be your mom. To Miss Frederick, my first grade teacher. From her, I learned the importance of creating that classroom filled with joy, where students feel safe to grow as communicators, critical thinkers, and independent creators. I strive to honor her daily by bringing that joy into my classroom and school every single day. To my mom and dad, I know you would be so proud today. I have felt your gentle nudge throughout this entire process. Daddy, thank you for being my most profound teacher and for instilling in me just how important education is to growth. To my amazing, creative, and brilliant third graders who are all watching me right now. Thank you for your patience with me this year as we navigated through this process together. You made me look so good. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I will do my best to lead Forsyth County as the 2026 Teacher of the Year. Thank you.
For the 11th year, we're excited to provide our Forsyth County Teacher of the Year a new car from our longtime partner and friends, Dean Chevrolet. So at this time, Joseph Otwell, will you come up and say a few words?
It's a privilege to be here today as we celebrate the excellence of our schools and the incredible people who make them possible. Dean Chevrolet is proud to be a longtime partner with Forsyth County Schools and to be able to recognize their outstanding educators who make such a difference every day. I can't help but think about the similarities between a great golfer and a great teacher. And I'm not a great golfer, but we have great teachers at least. Success on the course doesn't come from just one swing. It comes from patience, practice, and the guidance of someone who helps you improve along the way. Teachers do the same thing for our students. Every day you help them adjust their approach, build confidence, and keep moving forward until they reach their goals. And much like a reliable vehicle gets us where we're going, great teachers help guide students on the road towards their future. You help steer them through challenges, encourage them when the path gets tough, and celebrate them when they reach the milestones along the way. As a small token of our appreciation, Andine Chevrolet is honored to present the Teacher of the Year with a vehicle. It's a simple way for us to say thank you for the incredible role you play in shaping the future of Forsyth County. And now it is my privilege to present Ms. Barrio, the 2026 Forsyth County Teacher of the Year, with this brand new Chevrolet Trax. Congratulations.
Okay. This brings a close to our 2026 Celebration of Excellence. I've said many times and continue to believe that our success as a school system stems from our commitment to collaboration, innovation, and accountability. It takes schools, families, and the community working together for a common purpose. And we have a long, long history of doing that very, very well here in Forsyth County. So thank you for providing your resources and your support. Our students are incomparable to any others because of the people in this room. Before you leave today, be sure to stop by and say hey to Splash the Duck in the lobby. Make sure to take home with you a souvenir cup and your commemorative golf ball from the table. And thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your day and weekend. Great job. Great job.